Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. The best way to predict the future is to create it. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Whatever you are, be a good one. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. Character is like a tree and reputation like its shadow. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. I will prepare and someday my chance will come. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. All men are created equal. As I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Let us have faith that right makes might. The people will save their government, if the government itself will allow them. To give the victory to the right, not bloody bullets, but peaceful ballots only, are necessary. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I laugh because I must not cry. Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. Die when I may, I want it said of me that I always plucked a weed and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. He has a right to criticize, who has a heart to help. I like to see a man proud of the place in which he lives. Labor is prior to and independent of capital. Public sentiment is everything. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. When the conduct of men is designed to be influenced, persuasion, kind, unassuming persuasion, should ever be adopted. My great concern is to be right, not consistent. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and to remove all doubt. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. It is difficult to make a man miserable while he feels he is worthy of himself. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. You cannot help people permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. When the people rise in masses in behalf of the Union and the liberties of their country, truly may it be said, the gates of hell shall not prevail against them. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of earth. Let every American, every lover of liberty, swear by the blood of the revolution never to violate in the least particular the laws of the country. Let us strive on to finish the work we are in. If destruction be our lot, we must ourselves be its author and finisher. We cannot afford to be enemies. I am nothing, but truth is everything. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. We are not enemies, but friends. The legitimate object of government is to do for a community of people whatever they need to have done. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can. That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. I claim not to have controlled events, but confess plainly that events have controlled me. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? I will not interfere with what I understand to be your rights. Let not him who is houseless pull down the house of another. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. The struggle of today is not altogether for today, it is for a vast future also. Hold on with a bulldog grip, and chew and choke as much as possible. Adhere to your purpose and you will soon feel as well as you ever did. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. A capacity and taste for reading gives access to whatever has already been discovered by others. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. Important principles may, and must, be inflexible. There is another old poet whose name I do not now remember who said, "Truth is the daughter of time. With malice toward none, with charity for all. There can be glory in failure and despair in success. A man watches his pear tree day after day, impatient for the ripening of the fruit. I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. The fiery trial through which we pass will light us down in honor or dishonor. We are not what we ought to be, but we are not what we used to be. Towering genius disdains a beaten path. Slavery is founded in the selfishness of man's nature, opposition to it is in his love of justice. The world has never had a good definition of the word liberty. You cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. Let the people know the facts, and the country will be safe. You cannot further the brotherhood of man by inciting class hatred. I desire so to conduct the affairs of this administration that, when I come to lay down the reins of power, I have lost every other friend on earth, I shall at least have one friend left, and that friend shall be down inside me. It is for us the living to be dedicated here to the unfinished work. Truth is generally the best vindication against slander. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. All I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. I distrust the wisdom if not the sincerity of friends who would hold my hands while my enemies stab me. I care not much for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. Common-looking people are the best in the world, that is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. No man is poor who has a godly mother. Nothing valuable can be lost by taking time. To ease another's heartache is to forget one's own. I am not concerned that you have fallen, I am concerned that you arise.